Before you listen, read these questions. Discuss your answers in a small group. 1. What do you know about bees and their habits? I know nothing about this. 2. Can you name 2 ways bees are important in nature? Bees make honey and can also pollinate plants when they bloom. 3. Why might bee conservation be necessary? Bees can make honey for people, so we should protect them. Listen. Read the Listen for Main Ideas activity below. Go online to listen to 2 students who are preparing a presentation on bees for their biology class. They are discussing what information to include in the presentation. Listen for main ideas, listen to the conversation, and answer the questions. Then compare your answers with a partner. 1. What is the specific topic of the student's presentation? The specific topic of the student's presentation is to introduce the biological structure and activity characteristics of bees. 2. What important, positive effect of bees do they want to talk about? They want to talk about how bees survive in nature. 3. Are they going to include a lot of statistics? They do not include a lot of statistics. 4. Are they going to include any photos? They will include some photos. Speaking skill. Considering audience for a presentation. Learn. Think about your audience when you prepare a presentation. This will help you to present the information in a way that is clear and interesting. Here are some points to help you prepare for a specific audience. Consider. 1. How much information to include. For example, how long is the presentation? 2. How much knowledge of the topic they have. For example, if you and your classmates are all from the same country, you don't have to explain a lot in a presentation about your country. If your classmates are from different countries, you need to explain more. 3. How much technical information or special language to include. For example, if you're talking about biology, do you need to explain any words the audience might not know? 4. How to organize and present the information to make it clear. For example, is it helpful to include charts, diagrams, or pictures? 5. How formal and informal you should be. For example, are jokes appropriate or not? Apply. 8. Go online and listen to 4 parts of the conversation again. Discuss which points from the box on page 32 each one refers to. B. Work with a partner. Discuss what you would consider for each of these presentation topics. Give reasons for your answers. 1. Your favorite vacation location. I would include background information about the location. For example, what activities you can do there. What food is good, and so on. I would explain why I like the place. There would not be specialized language. It would be informal. 2. A scientific report about plants. Recent scientific research on plants shows that playing beautiful music to plants can help them grow. 3. Your perfect job. My perfect job is to be able to complete any work on time. 4. Suggestions for how to grow plants. I think it is beneficial to play beautiful music to the plants every day. C. Work in small groups. Choose one of the topics from Part B and give a 3-minute presentation about it. As you listen to your classmates, think about how each person considered the audience in preparing their presentation, pronunciation skills, reduced question forms learned. You can reduce a question that uses a question word plus do you. Go online to listen to the reduced questions and the example sentences in the chart. What do you study? What are you planning? Who do you like to study with? Where do you want to go? When do you go home? Why do you always choose that topic? How do you like the class? You can also reduce a question that uses a question word plus, did you? Please go online to listen to the reduced questions and the example sentences in the chart. What did you think of the expert's speech? Who did you meet yesterday? Where did you find that resource? When did you learn so much about gardening? Why did you get a low grade in that class? How did you like the video? Be careful not to confuse these two reductions. If you hear only the Z sound, it is the reduction, wadaya. If you hear the I sound, it is the reduction, wadija or waja. Apply. A. Go online to listen to the sentences. Circle the reduction that you hear. 1. Wadaya, hudaya, wendaya. 2. Hudaya, howdaya, wadaya. 3. Whydaya, wheredaya, wendaya. 4. Howdaya, wendaya, wadaya. 5. Wadaya, whydaya, hudaya. 6. Wheredaya, hudaya, howdaya. B. Go online to listen to the sentences. Write the reduction that you hear. 1. How did you work and go to school at the same time? 2. Did you start taking biology classes? 3. What did you think of the presentation? 4. Who did you study with after class? 5. Why did you choose him as your partner? 6. Where did you move here from? C. With a partner. Talk about different ways you can protect the environment. Use reduced question forms with do you to ask your partner what she is doing. A. Would I want to do for Earth Day this year? B. There's a celebration at the library where they are planting a tree. A. Who do I think will be interested in starting a garden at school? B. I think many students from our class are interested. D. With a partner, talk about trips you have taken to national parks or other outdoor places. Use reduced question forms with did you to ask your partner questions about these trips. A. My parents and I went to meet Grand Canyon. B. When do you go? A. We went 2 years ago. B. Would Deja learn about how the Grand Canyon was formed? End of unit task. In this unit, you learned about seed and bee conservation. You practiced listening for numbers, and you learned about considering audience when preparing a presentation. Apply these skills by listening to some presentations. Go online to listen to extracts from 3 different presentations about butterfly conservation. Which presentation is for each audience below? Discuss what you think each person considered in preparing the presentation. 1. A group of scientists who all study butterflies. Her audience has a lot of knowledge about the subject, so she doesn't have to explain specialized language. The presentation is probably quite formal. 2. A group of school children at a nature enter. They have known how to protect animals since childhood. 3. A group of adults who are not scientists. Although they are adults, they do not know how to maintain harmony between humans and nature. B. Listen again. Write down the numbers that you hear in each presentation. Presentation 1-to-1. There are about 24,000 different species of butterflies in the world. 2. Butterfly size can range from less than 1 inch in size to almost 12 inches. 3. One type of butterfly can fly up to 12 miles per hour. Presentation 2-to-1. There are multiple teams of volunteers in many different regions of the country. 2. The average lifespan of a butterfly is only about 10 to 14 days. 3. Butterflies can't fly if their body temperature is less than 55 degrees Fahrenheit. Presentation 3-to-1. There were a lot of Karner blue butterflies 100 years ago, but the population went down drastically in the past century. 2. This butterfly lives only in an area between 40 and 50 degrees north latitude. 3. We find the Karner blue butterfly in 5 different areas of the United States. C. Work with a partner to prepare a short presentation on butterflies. Choose an audience for your presentation. Classmates in a biology class, classmates in a general class, or grade school children. Remember to think about the points from page 32 for considering the audience. Good day, everyone. My name is Louis. Today I will be presenting about the life cycle of a butterfly. Here are the contents of my presentation. I will be introducing the life cycle of the butterfly. Before going through the 4 stages that it comprises of, namely the egg stage, the larva stage, the pupa stage, and finally the adult stage. A butterfly goes through many different changes in its life. It has a total of 4 life stages. The egg, larva, pupa, and adult stage. The first life stage of the butterfly is the egg stage. Adult butterflies lay eggs on the leaves of a plant. It takes about 3 to 5 days for a caterpillar to hatch out of the egg. When this happens, the butterfly enters its second life stage, the larva stage. The lover of a butterfly is commonly known as a caterpillar. A caterpillar feeds on the leaves of the plant. Its egg was laid on and sheds its skin as it grows. After a month or less, the caterpillar stops eating and wraps itself into a hard shell called the cocoon. This is the third stage of the butterfly, the pupa stage. During this stage, the caterpillar will undergo a process called metamorphosis to change into a butterfly. 10 to 14 days later, a butterfly will emerge from its cocoon, entering the 4th and final stage of its life cycle, the adult stage. The life cycle of the butterfly will then repeat for its offspring. That's the end of my presentation. Thank you for listening. D. Work in small groups. Give your presentation. Take notes on your classmates' presentations. Pay attention to how they considered the audience. E. Using your notes, discuss the presentations. How did your classmates consider or not consider the audience when giving their presentations? 1. I can identify relevant points for various audiences. 2. I successfully considered the audience when preparing a presentation. 3. I understand and can identify spoken numbers. 4. I can pronounce reduced question forms. 5. I can correctly use the target vocabulary words from the unit. Discussion questions. With a partner or in a small group, discuss the following questions. 1. What are some conservation projects in your city or country? I remember when I lived in China, giant pandas were protected animals. 2.